Welcome to the first installment of Cozy with Josey. My name's Josey, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hi guys, I'm Evey.
All right. So, Evey, what was the dub of the day and the L of the day for you today?
Okay. The dub of the day was I started a new class today, so that was fun. And my L was what the fuck was my L? It's a night class, so I get out late now.
Yeah, it's a little rough. I had to pick her up. See, my dub of the day, I had Burger King fries.
Nice.
Fuck with Burger King fries?
No,
I like Burger King
I don't fuck with
fries.
Burger King at all.
Oh, I like Burger King. My L was I had to go to work. My schedule changed recently, and I gotta wake up even earlier than usual. But yeah, it's all good though. We're going through.
Gotta make the bacon.
Yeah, exactly. So, Evey, what do you know about cryptids?
To be honest, I don't even know what that is.
Yes, you have to know what it is, and that's what we're gonna talk about.
Crypto?
No, not no, not to be confused with cryptocurrency. That's all the rage. Cryptid's a little different.
Wait, are you saying cryptic or cryptid?
Cryptid with a D
Cryptid.
at the end.
Oh, okay. No, I have no idea what cryptid is.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get you the definition of what a cryptid is real quick. I'm a little tech illiterate here. I don't use Mac. But let me a quick moment here.
So you mean to tell me we're gonna discuss this and you don't even know the definition by heart?
I don't
now,
know. The
maybe I should be asking you. Do you know what cryptid is?
And I do know what it is. It's Oh my god!
Look for the short summary version of it.
All right. So essentially, what a cryptid is, it's like a animal of like folklore or something that technically doesn't exist, but there are mentions of it throughout history.
Like Nessie?
Exactly like Nessie. Nessie is actually one of the more famous cryptids around. We're gonna be talking today about some famous cryptids that I'm sure you're aware of.
Would cryptid be considered an urban legend?
Yes and maybe no. Well, do you know of any urban legends that have like some kind of like folklore monster or anything like that? Or something like
No.
I'm not sure. What's an urban legend? I only know creepypastas.
Urban legends are like I don't know. They're just like stories, like legends that have been told over time, and I think they change throughout. It's like one of those things where every time someone tells an urban legend, they slightly change it. Kind of like the urban legend of the girl coming home from school. She's in college and she has a roommate. She comes home and she hears her like roommate getting like it sounds like she's having sex,
Okay.
and it sounds like she's getting it down.
Okay.
Good. And so she thinks that her roommate is just getting it, but it turns out she was actually getting choked out and killed. So when she wakes up, her roommate's dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's because the reason why, well, I don't know if this is the reason why it's an urban legend, but it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf, because I guess her roommate used to get it a lot. So she kind of learned the hard way to not like turn on the lights. So when she turned on the light in the morning or when she woke up, on the wall on blood, it said, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the lights?"
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that's an urban legend.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Not quite what we're talking about today, but that sounds crazy. Maybe we'll have to come back to that. We'll circle back to that. So, I'm talking about this cryptid today because you recently had a dream about something like this.
Yeah, I did.
So,
that scared me.
What do you know about the Mothman?
Okay, so I do know a few things about the Mothman. I know that they see him a lot in Chi-Town, aka Chicago, the Windy City.
Okay.
I know that from what I remember hearing, if you see the Mothman in your dreams, something bad is gonna happen. And I know this firsthand because apparently I saw the Mothman in my dream. I don't know if that was really him.
And did you take an L after that dream?
I woke up.
That
No, but something weird did happen. Something weird did happen. I'm just kidding. Grateful I woke up. I fucking went to my car and there was a dead moth on my window, and that has never happened to me before. Where I go to my car and it wasn't like a regular little moth, like a house moth. It was like a big one, and it was just dead on my window. But to me, in my mind, I thought maybe, you know what, my Mothman died, and that was it. That was the end of my Mothman journey.
Okay. Yeah, usually when people see the Mothman, a couple thousand people die. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
So, the Mothman. This is folklore from like West Virginia area. Mm-hmm. So, when you hear Mothman, what do you think about? Like, what do you think he would look like?
I think of a man with like wings.
Okay.
And like,
do you think he looks like a moth?
I mean, I've seen the cover of the Mothman movie, and he kind of looks like an insect man, something like that. Nice little hybrid.
Okay, yeah. So he's like a humanoid creature, reportedly. So he was seen in Point Pleasant area. So this is between like November 15th of 1966 to December 15th of 1967. So it was almost an entire year of people seeing this creature, right? Mm-hmm. So the story goes that there's two young couples from Point Pleasant. Mm-hmm. Their names are Roger and Linda Scarberry, and Steve and Mary Mallet claimed that they'd seen a large black creature whose eyes glowed red.
Wait, what's Scarberry? What?
Those are their names? The last name. Those are the last names.
Okay.
So they saw this creature standing on the side of the road near this TNT area that they lived near, that was in Point Pleasant, and they described it as slender, muscular, about 7 feet tall with wings, and it chased the couple from the TNT plant to Point Pleasant city limits. Also, I think that's where Jersey Mike's is from.
Point Pleasant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just a little fun fact there.
Fuck Jersey Mike's.
But I like Jersey Mike's.
They got a mean sandwich, but those guys suck.
Anywho, over the next few weeks, there would be multiple sightings of the creature over Point Pleasant, and then came the day of December 15th, 1967. That was actually the collapse of the Silver Bridge and the death of 46 people. So all these sightings led to this event, right? Mm-hmm. That incident gave rise to the legend, and it connected. They connected the Mothman sightings to the bridge collapse.
Okay.
They saw him like kicking it there and stuff.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
Like, he must have had something to do with it.
Wait, is this the bridge that did a boat crash into it and it collapsed?
No. It just collapsed.
Okay. It just collapsed?
It just collapsed.
Like from old age?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. But isn't that kind of inevitable? Okay, so I think we should clarify something.
Okay, what is it?
You're the conspiracy theorist, and I'm more of a skeptic.
Oh yeah, she doesn't believe in this stuff.
I feel like I have more rational takes to things, but let's see if you could prove me wrong.
I'm be real with you. I don't know if I can prove you wrong. I wasn't
the
art
there. Of a conspiracy.
That is true. I wasn't there. I didn't see the I didn't see the
collapsing,
the quality built of the bridge. Unfortunately, yeah. I was born in 1995. This happened back in 1967.
Does it say how long the bridge was up for?
I didn't get that information, but I will find that.
The reason why I ask is because I'm from LA. I'm from Northeast LA, to be exact. And the 2nd Street Bridge in fucking downtown LA, it's like off limits right now because it's been off limits for years because it's pretty much at its end. Like they say, like if people cannot drive through there, or go through there because it's most likely bound to collapse because of how old it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I ask, how old is this bridge?
I mean, judging by the pictures, it looked like it was in pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of them are kind of in black and white. So here's the actual bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. That's it. And then here's the bridge once it collapsed.
So they saw the Mothman there, and then the bridge collapsed.
I mean, not in that instant, but like everything led to
yeah. He was he was at sightings of tragic events.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, so there have been multiple sightings till this day. I remember we saw some on TikTok after you had your dream. Those were kind of creepy, huh?
Yeah, I was really scared that day because I woke up and I told you about my dream. So just to clarify, this was my dream. I had a dream that I was like talking to a family member and I was at an outdoor party. And when I was talking to the family member in my dream, I was looking up at the sky and it was dark. But you know when it's dark and then you can still see clouds in the sky? Mm. So I'm looking at the sky and then I'm seeing this like creature object type thing, like just kind of like flying through the clouds. Mm-hmm. Like it just looked like, I can't really make out what it was. It was like a creature and it was just flying through the clouds. Didn't see wings, didn't see anything. It was just like a figure, you know? And then I told you when I woke up that I saw that and you were like, you looked at me all crazy and then you told me about the Mothman. And then the rest of the day, I was like kind of on edge because I was like, something bad's going to happen. Something bad is going to happen.
He's the harbinger of
and I need to know within the time frame of people seeing the Mothman to the time frame of something bad happening because I could still be in that window.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, for these events, it was like an entire year.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Scary.
We will update everyone.
Wow, that's scary. I'm just going to do weekly check-ins.
Yeah, we'll do some weekly check-ins.
But just to clarify, it doesn't mean that something's going to happen to the person that had the dream. It just means that things happen, right?
Yeah, something tragic is going to happen.
Oh, scary.
Yeah, I mean, there's claims that people saw him like months before like 9/11. Mm-hmm. You know, stuff like that. So we'll
But like, okay, I guess my thing is, how do you, if you see the Mothman a year before something bad happens, how do you correlate that with the Mothman? Isn't that just coincidence? Because that's a big time window. It's
the different. Mothman works in mysterious ways.
Okay, it's different if you see the Mothman and then that week or that day or something like that, something happens, you know? But it's like if I was to get a tarot card reading and then fucking, what do they call them? Readers? Astrologers? Tarot card readers?
Something like that. Con artists.
And it's like if they were to give me my reading and then they say like, oh, like you're gonna, you know, I don't know, you're gonna come into like a fortune or something, you know, like wealth or something like that. And then a week later, I win the fucking lottery. But then let's say I get that and then a year later I win the lottery. It's like, it doesn't mean like that's such a big gap in between, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well,
who knows? I have to do a little more research on that. We'll see what that grace window for seeing the Mothman something happening.
I still remember the dream like very vividly. Like it was just like this thing, like just sifting through, like going, just kind of like shooting through the clouds. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had dreams like that.
I have very vivid dreams though, especially when I eat at night. I'm probably gonna have gnarly dreams tonight. Fucking scary ass dreams. I have full movie production dreams at night, like when I eat late at night. Yeah.
My dreams look like remember those old MP3s that had the little cameras and it looked so bad. Mm-hmm. That's my dreams. Fucking almost 8-bit. But this was such a significant event in Point Pleasant that every third Friday of September they have a festival around the Mothman. And they have a giant statue at Point Pleasant of the Mothman.
Okay, so then do they like worship him?
No, I don't think they worship him. I think it's just like, I think it's more of a tourist.
Oh, okay, thing. Okay.
Like
it's like like a beef jerky, alien jerky.
Yeah, or like the Salem witch trials.
Okay.
Where was
In
that?
Salem?
Yeah. What is that? Well, it's like Massachusetts or something.
Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah. Well, there's Salem, Oregon, but Salem, Massachusetts is the actual Salem witch trials.
Yeah, so I think it's more of a tourist attraction thing.
Okay.
The statue looks sick.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it before. You showed it to me before.
Yeah, it's sick. It's like all metal, and I've seen videos of people like slapping his ass because he's all cheeked up, just in the plaza. But yeah, they have their own festival, and I think it'd be super sick. Mm-hmm. Maybe next year to go for like my birthday. That'd be pretty awesome.
Oh, how convenient!
That'd be sick.
I do want to go to Massachusetts, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Massachusetts. How do they talk? Boston.
Yeah, something like that. All right, so that was just kind of like a rough, little description of what happened during that. So I got a question for you. What would you do if you saw the Mothman tonight?
In my dreams?
Like
outside?
He's like sitting in our patio.
Be like, stay away from the good clothes.
Yeah. Don't they only eat cotton, right? Is that moth eat cotton?
No, they I think they just eat everything, right?
Oh.
Well, I think moths go through like anything. Yeah, they're just little fucking. They just eat shit. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. You're just gonna tell them that?
No, you'll probably faint first.
Oh, say it and then faint.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think yeah, probably that. Yeah.
Damn, that's funny.
What would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he can sign an autograph. I don't know if he has arms.
I feel like you'd be like, take me with you.
I'll be like, yeah, he'll take me like Aladdin and Jasmine. He'll take me flying.
Let me sit on the wings or some shit like that. Surrender. I surrender to your wings.
On the wings of doom. He's the harbinger of doom. That'd be sick. All right. What do you know about Bigfoot?
Are we changing topics?
Yeah,
okay,
we're going.
Peace out, Mothman. We'll get back to that.
I got a couple of these guys that we'll just talk.
Maybe I should just keep a lot of mothballs around my house.
That's not a bad idea. Oh, maybe he'll eat the spider webs before he comes inside.
Yeah, maybe a lot of mothballs and shit like that to keep it away. Yeah.
What's a mothball? Like a combo?
No, so mothballs, I think you put them like in your closet and stuff. And actually, it's either supposed to get rid of moths or the moths eat the balls
instead. No,
it doesn't really attract them. I think it's just like if they're there, they're more likely to eat those. Actually, I think mothballs. I have to look into that. Some sort of repellent.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move on here.
Okay.
What do you know about Bigfoot?
I know he's got a big ass foot.
Yeah, it's true.
So Bigfoot, I know that. I thought about the Geico commercial.
Yeah.
I know that Bigfoot lives in the mountains, in the forest, and I've heard that he's an isolated creature. Likes to be by himself, I've never heard anything bad about Bigfoot, like in terms of like him being like a killer or anything like that. I've just heard that he's out there and that, that there's sightings and stuff. But I've never heard of like anyone like, I don't know, anytime I've heard stories of people who have come into contact with Bigfoot, or if they've seen something that is supposed to be Bigfoot or they think it's Bigfoot, like nothing bad happens. It's just like a rare occurrence. Yeah.
Okay. So you have an idea of how Bigfoot looks like and what he's about. You know, trudging through the dense foliage or the forest. But so he's often described as a large, muscular, and bipedal human ape-like, right, creature covered in black, dark brown, or dark reddish hair, depending on the area. Apparently. So there are stories all over the world. Each language has a word for Bigfoot, but often translate to like hairy man or wild man. And some say that the quote unquote logical explanation for Bigfoot would be that he is the extinct Gigantopithecus, which looks like a giant orangutan, right? But so one of the most famous sightings is the Patterson Gimlin film. It's a video that depicts a quote unquote female Bigfoot. I don't know how they managed to say that it was a female, but just strutting along a creek, and it was the footage was filmed alongside Bluff Creek, so that's northwest of New Orleans or Orleans, California. I didn't even know there was in Orleans, California. Is this video real? I don't know. Have you seen this video?
No, I have no idea what video you're talking about.
All right, we're gonna watch.
Okay, so I have a question. So when you say Bigfoot, are you referring to one Bigfoot, or is there like a species of Bigfoot? Like, is there like a Bigfoot in like Alaska, wherever? Like, are there multiple Bigfoots, or is it just one and he just kind of travels around?
So that's where it gets crazy, right? So there's different variations of them. So we have the famous Bigfoot that we know here, like in the West Coast.
The Geico Bigfoot?
Exactly. You know, he tries to sell insurance, I think that's what he does, right? But then we also have the East Coast Bigfoot that's known as like the skunk ape. But and the other side of the world, there's the Yeti or the abominable snowman. Oh. You know? So there's different variations of Bigfoot. So some say that he's like an interdimensional being that can travel, and that there's only one of his kind. Or that maybe there's just multiple of these species, and they just, like isolate, and they're scared of us or something.
Yeah.
We're pretty terrifying species.
Did you see that video on TikTok of the like large creature thing that was walking on the mountain?
Yeah.
And then I think they said that the person who filmed that like died or something like that.
Oh, that was something different. We're going to talk about that.
So that's not a Bigfoot.
Well, that was like a giant.
A giant. Yeah, oh, okay.
That motherfucker looked like he was moving that mountain. But we'll get back into that. Okay. But so I want to show you that Patterson Gimlin film. Okay. That's really famous, and this kind of like sparked the whole thing.
It's going to give me nightmares?
No. And you let me know, and I'll try to edit the video in the video so you guys can see. Okay. But what do you think?
Well, I think
fact or fiction?
I think Bigfoot stacked.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that's why they probably said that it was like a female.
All I see is cake.
Oh, double cheeked up in broad daylight like that, huh?
To me, let me see that one more time. Okay, so was this the original sighting that people got Bigfoot from, or is this just like a very famous thing?
This is one of the I think this might have been like the first like video proof of Bigfoot.
Oh wait, is that
no? This is just a rendering over it.
Okay, so this is my skeptic in me talking. To me, it kind of looks like, obviously, it's giving more man than animal. The only reason why it's giving animal is because it looks like a person like in a gorilla suit, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a person in a gorilla suit.
I think it's legit.
You think it's legit?
Because I think it's fun to believe that it's real.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I feel like I would definitely believe in Bigfoot over the Mothman. But at the same time, the rational part of me, the non-so-fun part of me is like, what if it's just a man who likes to dress up in a gorilla suit because like he's a hunter or something like that, Or
the original furry?
The original
OG furry?
Or just a freak, Just a freak. Likes to fucking, or he's one with, he likes to feel one with gorillas or something like that.
No. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the most famous videos, like video proof of Sasquatch or the Bigfoot. So according to PBS News, I don't know how legit PBS News is. I don't watch the news at all.
PBS is back. I think it got canceled for a while, and I think it's back now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch the news.
Public broadcasting station.
So according to them, there have been more than 3,000 Bigfoot sightings since 1921. Wow. And I read accounts of encounters, and apparently you'll smell them first, they smell like rotting, like a rotting stench, like really gross. Before you even see them. So next time you're in the woods and
AKA never,
it just smells like shit. There's a chance that there's a Bigfoot nearby or me, but
after dairy.
Yeah. After eating a block of cheese, and there's also reports of tree knocking.
Okay.
Apparently, that's Bigfoot knocking on some trees to like warn you that he's around or something like that. Okay. And it's you shouldn't knock back because you're inviting him. Maybe it's like his mating call.
Maybe, yeah. He's trying to knock something else.
Yeah, he's gonna destroy you.
Right.
So Bigfoot, really famous in pop culture, right?
Yeah, he has a soap, Sasquatch.
Yeah, I used it. It's pretty. I like it. I think it's pretty good. It smells pretty good. I like to smell like.
Not as good as Pop
but yeah, I haven't tried that yet, but that's funny. Yeah, so he's very famous in pop culture. Remember the times where we're like in Oregon and Washington seeing the wooden car statues of him?
Yes.
Yeah, we also like near us we have the Bigfoot Lodge here in LA where they throw shows.
No, there's something else. We recently went somewhere and there was like a Bigfoot like statue outside. Fucking forgot where it was.
Oh yeah, he looked all tweaked out.
I don't remember where it was. But yeah, I feel like Bigfoot is very popular like in pop culture and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's very mainstream,
Yeah.
He's not of the underground.
Yeah, there's actually a band called People Mover. And they all dress they look like Sasquatches. Yeah. My buddy Robert actually showed them to me like a couple years ago, but I was just like, whoa, I can't see myself playing in a fucking fursuit like that. It must be hot.
Yeah.
I wear a leather jacket on stage and I'm fucking passing out after like the second song. I can't imagine being in one of those. Rough. How many people do you think go missing in the U.S.? Like
in the U.S.?
Actually, let me change that question. How many people do you think go missing in United States national parks?
I'm just gonna shoot a number. I'm gonna say like per year, annually.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna say annually because that's more like statistically, like you can fact check it. I'm gonna say like 5,000 people.
5,000 people
go missing, just missing. Yeah,
that's a lot. Yeah. So in the last century, close to 1,100 people have disappeared while visiting United States national parks. But that is a little bit difficult to actually research. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to actually research that. Yeah. But it's more like a guesstimate, I guess. Yeah. Yes, national parks. So just kind of where I would think Bigfoot would be hanging out. Have you ever heard of Missing 411?
No.
So it's a book originally, but I remember I'd seen like a documentary that mentioned it. There's this guy named David Politis. I might be pronouncing that wrong. And he has classified over 1,400 missing persons cases under the Missing 411 label, and it's at its core, it's a vague claim that something unusual is occurring related to deaths and disappearances in national parks. So that whole documentary and books is about missing people, but there's it's kind of in an eerie way and kind of stating that it's Bigfoot. Bigfoot's the one that's making everyone disappear. And so everything's in correlation with Bigfoot. It's pretty interesting read. I haven't read all the books. There's a couple of them, but I did see a documentary about it. Yeah. And it's pretty good. You should check it out.
So 1,100 people go missing annually at national parks.
No, that was the last century. Close to 1,100 people have disappeared.
Oh, in the last 10 years?
Century. Oh, that's 100 years.
Oh, 10 years is a decade.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to research that. I guess you don't really know. It's not like they keep track of who goes in and who comes out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But apparently this guy, David Politis, has good documentation of like missing people, and it's like slightly correlated with Bigfoot. But I think it also has to do with like cave systems in our national forest.
Well, like the movie we just saw, like The Descent.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the way that movie was gnarly.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
Maybe it's like underground.
But it's like
people.
shit like that, you know, like people go missing and like they're just too adventurous, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not built for that.
Yeah,
I go for like a slight incline. I'm already done.
Yeah, I like a good glamping. You know, I like a good campsite where they have bathrooms, and maybe a nice little pool and a jacuzzi and just a 5-minute drive to the convenience store.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That sounds kind of. I think at my age, I don't think I can go camping anymore.
Yeah, I like to go camping. The idea sounds nice, and I'd like to go off the grid, but shit. Yeah. I feel like when it actually happens, I'm gonna fucking panic, and yeah, maybe that's what I need, though. You know. Yeah.
Get in touch with
nature.
And who knows? Maybe you'll run into Bigfoot. Maybe you'll run into Mothman.
Or a fucking bear.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah. I feel like the other ones are a little scarier, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking scary. I think that's the reason why I get scared of like camping, like tent camping, because, yeah, I'm scared of like fucking mountain lions, a bear, or like I don't know, even certain bugs, snakes and shit like that.
Like a tarantula?
No, I'm not afraid of tarantulas. Because tarantulas aren't even, like, deadly. They're just scary.
Yeah, they're scary.
Mm-hmm. I'm more afraid of, like a mountain lion.
Yeah. What was that? JJ32 or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah. And one day he's just like, you know what? I feel like having human.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And it just, with your luck, it just happens to be you.
Yeah. I love cats.
Yeah. Those big ones are a little scary. So, I got a question for you, Evey. If you went shoe shopping with our boy Bigfoot, what shoe are you recommending him?
Like, brand-wise?
Just whatever shoe.
What shoe am I recommending Bigfoot? Well, spends a lot of time on his feet. He's got big feet. So, I'm going to tell him... let's go to Marshall's because that's where all the Bigfoot shoes go. Yeah. The shoes, the fucking size 16 that nobody wants. Yeah. And he's going to get it at a deal. We're going to go to Marshall's. We're going to get him a nice Bigfoot shoe. Something comfy, you know, like a Brooks.
Brooks? Okay.
Or like a...
Yeah, he's a hiker.
Yeah, like a Brooks or like, what is that? Hoka?
Hoka?
Hoka. There we go. Hoka.
Okay.
Nice cushion, but like... durable, you know, for those rocks and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you recommending?
I'm gonna get him something like something sick, like a Jordan 5 or like.
He doesn't have a job though. How the fuck is he gonna afford a Jordan 5? I can't even afford a Jordan 5.
Yeah, his size might be really expensive.
Maybe he has the money. Maybe he's got the money that he's collected of all his casualties.
Exactly. He rolls up with a couple grand. He's got money to spend. I'm going to say like a Jordan 5. Those have good like ankle support. You know, they're very padded and stuff. Yeah. I think he looked pretty sick like in a Jordan 5 or like a Jordan 6 would be kind of cool. Yeah. Fuck it, we'll go with the Jordan 1, but he's not going to be very comfortable when he's like I
feel like those shoes, they lose their give though on the inside.
The Jordan 1 would definitely.
Like once your foot, once it molds to your foot, that's it. Like that's what happened with my New Balances. Like my New Balances were so fucking comfortable in the beginning, and then once like my foot fully like got like molded into the shoe, it just feels like I'm on nothing now. Yeah, but like not in a good way. Not like nothing like a cloud. Like nothing like I'm just walking on the floor now. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe those aren't a no go for him. I'm still gonna stand by. I think a Jordan 5 would look dope on our boy Bigfoot.
Maybe for short distance walks.
Short distance.
He can wear the Hokas for the long walks when he's when he's traveling.
Yeah, or when he's maybe when he's like he's on maybe walking like an actual like street or road. Yeah, you know, passing on a little neighborhood on this little morning stroll. Yeah. But all right, we're gonna move on to the next one.
Okay.
Got a couple more.
I gotta ask you a question. I gotta ask you a question about Bigfoot.
Sure.
You know what I'm gonna ask.
I think I know.
What do you think I'm gonna ask? What do you think I'm gonna ask?
You're gonna ask, does what is it? Do the currents match the drapes?
No, not that, you pervert.
What are you gonna ask?
How big do you think it is?
That was hung. That was hung. I'm probably the size of it.
Okay, so what? Okay, so you didn't give me like measurements. Like how tall is this man supposed to be? This creature. Well, what's his dimensions?
Okay, that's a great question. You know what? I didn't get that information.
Maybe we can kind of gauge it.
I'm assuming this fool's at least 12 feet tall.
That's not that tall.
That's huge.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty fucking tall.
This fool's probably like 12 feet tall.
Oh, that's like the guy from Alien Romulus.
Yeah, but imagine like fucking built.
I think that guy's 9 feet tall.
No way. That really?
Yeah, that guy's fucking huge. The guy from Alien?
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking tall.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say this fool's like 12 feet tall, 400 pounds, built like a fucking like a brick house.
Mm.
And his stuff is the size of like my leg.
His stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, his stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His little foot.
Yeah, that's scary. I wouldn't want to.
You don't want to run into that guy.
Oh, no, thank you.
All right, moving on.
Wink, wink. Just kidding. Call me. Just kidding. Right, just kidding.
Moving on. So I'm gonna talk about this guy because you actually randomly asked me about him like a couple days ago.
Dracula.
No, it's not. Oh. It's not Dracula. I think. Well, I think Dracula is kind of like a cryptid. I think vampires land under cryptid.
Okay.
But we're not talking about Dracula today. We're gonna have a whole other episode on that fool. We're gonna talk about the Wendigo.
Oh, the Skinwalker.
The Wendigo. I don't think they're the same.
They're not the same?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I thought they were the same, but I don't think they're the same. At least from what I read, it doesn't seem like they're the same.
Okay, the Wendigo.
So, the Wendigo is a mythological, cannibalistic monster from the Algonquin folklore. I hope I said that right. That's associated with winter. Okay. Which we're coming into pretty soon. The Wendigo is said to have originated from a hunter who became consumed by hunger and resorted to cannibalism. And the Wendigo is often depicted as gaunt, like an emaciated figure with ashen skin, but can also be described as a giant creature or a beast that grows larger with each meal.
Okay. Me.
I feel that too. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this was talking about me. So sometimes they can look human-like or like some kind of animal. I think more like towards like that region that these people like live in, which I think is like deer or something like that. Yeah. Most pictures that I saw on the internet had like some kind of deer head or a crazy zombie-like face. They kind of look like he kind of looked like the alien from Alien Romulus at the end, like the tall guy. But they also kind of look like the cover of Repulsion's Horrified. You know, the zombie. Yeah. That's kind of what their face looked like. Good album.
So this is more than one person.
Well, no. Well, there's multiple of these guys. Oh, okay, it's not just like one. Just one creature, but I think Bigfoot's not just one guy either. Yeah. I think there's like a whole species out there. Yeah. But so apparently, a Wendigo's appetite is never fulfilled. So whenever a Wendigo ate another person, it would grow in proportion to that meal it had just eaten. So it can never be full. So that appetite is never satisfied. That must suck. Yeah. You know, I kind of been feeling like that way too. Remember we ate breakfast, I was like, I'm so hungry. But I think that's probably just like diabetes or something.
You just need to eat another egg. Up your egg intake.
Yeah, so they're portrayed as simultaneously gluttonous and extremely thin due to them always kind of starving. They're just starving to death at all times. So that's more of like the monster side of the Wendigo.
Yeah.
There's something else that has to do with the Wendigo.
Okay.
There's actually a psychosis related to the cryptid called Wendigo psychosis. Have you heard of this?
No.
So it's when humans become possessed by the Wendigo, well, quote unquote, it's by the Wendigo spirit, after being in a situation of needing food and having no other choice besides cannibalism.
Oh, so
kind of like Nunu, our cat in the morning.
So it's just like you take on the Wendigo and you start being a cannibal.
Yeah, you just whatever situation you're in, just resort to cannibalism.
Yeah. Wow.
Then they call it Wendigo psychosis.
Maybe that's what the people from The Hills Have Eyes had.
Probably.
Yeah.
But they also kind of fucked up because of nuclear
they were
or
kind
fallout.
Of inbred.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't kind of. They were inbred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a little story in regard to the whole Wendigo psychosis. So one of the more famous cases of Wendigo psychosis reported involved a Plains Cree trapper from Alberta named Swift Runner.
He's a trapper?
I'm not too sure what that means. I don't think like
traps.
You know, like trap music. No.
Oh, I'm thinking like trap, like
I think like 3-6 Mafia
house,
or
like slang.
Yeah, no, he's. I don't think he's
trapper.
I don't think he's slanging anything.
What's the trapper? Like maybe he traps things.
Maybe, not too sure. Maybe it's an old timey word.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's maybe because it's during the winter of 1878. Swift Runner and his family were starving, and his eldest son died 25 miles away from emergency food supplies at a Hudson Bay Company post. Swift Runner butchered and ate his wife and 5 remaining children. Given that he had resorted to cannibalism so near to food supplies, and that he killed and consumed the remains of all those present with him. It was revealed that Swift Runner was not a case of pure cannibalism, as at least resort to avoid starvation, but rather of a man with Wendigo psychosis. He eventually confessed and was executed by authorities when he was like put to trial. After he murdered his whole family.
He ate them all?
Yeah, he ate them all.
That's fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
How did he eat them all? How old were these kids?
Doesn't say.
These kids must have been little.
I'm assuming they were young.
How do you manage to eat 5 people? Did he kill them and then he ate them?
Well, Swift Runner was a Plains Cree trapper, so I'm assuming.
I don't even know what
I'm assuming he had some kind of skill of some sort.
Okay.
He had to have some. Maybe
he was like that one guy that's like, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you.
Fucking Liam Neeson.
Yeah. What the fuck does he say? He has like
I have a what is it? I have like a specific set of skills or some shit like that.
I don't know, but yeah, basically he's good.
Yeah, he ended up. So yeah, But the reason why they like called it Wendigo psychosis was because he was near like an emergency food supply.
Oh, so he had the ability to eat food.
He could have walked his ass there and like came back.
Yeah.
Instead, he resorted to cannibalism and ate his entire family.
Wow.
Well, I think what happened was, so his eldest son died, and he was like, fuck it, we're going to eat him. So they ate him.
They ate him?
Well.
So they were all fucking cannibals.
Yeah, but I think he ended up just like eating everyone with the end. I think maybe slowly, one by one, they all died. And
he just ate them all.
He just ate them to survive.
Wow. And then the cops came, and then the army came, like in the mist when the dad fucking kills everyone. And then he's the last one. Remember, he's like, yeah. So sad. Such a sad ending. So wait, so the fucking family ate the kid too? Wait, where were they? What is the context of where they were at?
They were this was during the winter of 1878.
Oh,
they were
They
were pretty much starving in like they were starving in like, I know the cat has arrived.
No, it's you didn't hear that?
Oh no, it's still playing.
No, it went.
No, it's still playing.
It's still recording that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now that you've said the time frame, I didn't catch that. Yeah, I fucking believe that there was cannibals back then because people were crazy back then. Yeah, people were fucking.
Yeah.
They were nuts.
So with all that being said, all that information you just got about a crash course on the Wendigo,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you.
No, you can't eat me.
No, I'm not gonna eat you. You were out with your friend, the Wendigo. All right, you're out with your friend. Where are you taking them to eat so they can satisfy their eternal hunger?
Eternal hunger? Damn. Well, every time I eat barbecue,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a carnivore. I feel very carnivorous.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm going to topple over. And I feel like I don't want to eat for a week.
Okay.
So I'm going to take them to get a nice fat rack of ribs.
Ooh, that sounds good. Where?
Brisk cut.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take them. Shout out to the Barbecue Slam Man in the Valley.
Yeah.
This is some of the best barbecue I've ever had. If you're from the Valley, you need to go and look up Smoking Mike's. This dude's into slam. He looks like a fucking Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Dude's tall as fuck, has crazy ass like facial hair too, and he's been between Parthenia and Nordhoff. I'm gonna take him there.
What was his name?
Smoking Mike's.
Damn! Shout out Smoking Mike.
That's the first time I ever heard of dino ribs. And I was like, what the fuck are dino ribs? And you told me you're like, they're just giant ass ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
That guy, I literally paid $8 for a brisket sandwich, and I felt like I got the whole fucking cow. Or where's brisket from?
I think it's from cow.
It's cow, right?
Yeah.
So much meat. Like we literally, me and my coworker each got brisket sandwiches. So it was 2 people with all the meat we had, and somehow we had leftover buns from like a little barbecue that we had a week before. I think we made like 6 people sandwiches.
Wow.
Yeah, we each paid $8. So I'm taking what's this man called? The Wendigo?
The Wendigo.
I'm taking Winnie to Smoking Mike's in the Valley.
Nice. Okay. I think he liked that. I think I would take our buddy Winnie here to the Win buffet.
Oh, I want to take you there.
That's take off the mask. I am the Wendigo.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. Yeah, I'd probably take him there. I haven't gone yet, but I think me and Winnie would definitely enjoy the Win buffet. That's in Vegas.
I mean, that's definitely a pricey meal. You're paying about $120.
We'll just have Winnie eat whoever tries to charge us. Problem solved.
Yeah, true. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
But it's fucking bomb there.
All right, I got a bonus question for you.
Okay.
If you can feed Winnie anyone, who would you sacrifice to the Wendigo?
Anyone? Can it be a celebrity?
Anyone.
It could be anyone.
Anyone.
That fucker Nico Avocado, what's his name? Nicocado Avocado. I would bring his ass back, old Nico Avocado, and I would feed him that.
Damn, he's gonna have quite a meal. Keep in mind, the Wendigo's gonna get to that size.
Yeah, because that guy annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
The way he's like, it's a social project. Like, what the fuck is a project? You lost weight? And you pre-filmed?
This is a social experiment,
what was the experiment?
Too. I don't know.
Yeah. That's
has he said why? Or what?
No, he just says the ultimate social experience. But it's like, what's the experience? Like,
or is it experiment?
Experiment, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the experiment?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe weight loss. Everyone can do it or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
I think I'm gonna feed the Wendigo all the controversial people today, like P. Diddy and Beyonce and Jay-Z and Justin Bieber and
famous people.
Yeah, let's just get rid of them. Let's get new.
You know what? Never mind.
I
changed my. Now you gave me an idea. I changed my answer. We're gonna go to Jeff Bezos' house.
Jeff Bezos?
Oops.
Jeff Bezos? Oh, the Amazon guy.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Jeff Bezos' house, and I'm gonna feed him Jeff Bezos, so that I can just get access to his home.
You got a big house?
I don't know, but I just want to get his stuff.
That's fair. I have one more bonus cryptid.
Okay.
And this one might hit closer to home.
La chupacabra. Are you serious?
Yeah. What do you know about the chupacabra?
Choopy.
Yeah. Did you
I
watch
know
that movie?
There's a really fucking cute movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Such a tearjerker. La chupacabra. Well, as a kid, as a Mexican girly, growing up, I was always told that either la chupacabra or la mano peluda was gonna get me at night. And it's so funny, la mano peluda, because that literally just means hairy hand.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was like, oh, so scary. But yeah, I was just told that like la chupacabra hangs out in like the trees, and he has like it has these crazy eyes, and it's kind of like we don't really know what it is. We don't know if it's like part dog, part like raccoon. I've heard when I was a kid, I would hear a lot of stories about people thinking that there was like a raccoon or like a possum, an opossum in their backyard, but it was actually that chupacabra. Yeah.
Oh, that's scary. So, chupacabra means goat sucker, right? In Spanish. And according to reports, the creature acts like a vampire, right? So it sucks your blood. Well, mainly animals.
Should we open the door?
It's more animals. We're gonna let the cat in. We're gonna let our chupacabra in.
That choopy. Oh, she was just in the room by herself. Maybe close it so that you don't hear the air. It's kind of loud. Hey, chunkers. You want to come up here? Oh, she's gonna lay on your chin.
Oh, sorry. Where was I?
La chupacabra.
Oh yeah, so it's like a vampire killing animals by sucking their blood, right? So I always thought this was like a Mexican story, I guess. You know, hearing it all our lives. And here's our chupacabra right here.
Oh yeah.
Her days of sucking blood are done. She just eats like regular cat food now.
Now she eats quail eggs.
There you go.
Get your booty out of the camera.
So similar stories date back several decades, and actually, this is more of a newer cryptid. The first major wave of alleged chupacabra sightings came from farmers in Puerto Rico in the late 1980s and early 1990s. In Mocha, I think that's how you say it, Mocha, Puerto Rico. So at the time, 15 cows, 3 goats, 2 sheep, and a pig died in strange circumstances. So this motherfucker toured a lot, the chupacabra, because he's been spotted in multiple locations, like as far north as Maine, as far south as Chile, and even outside the Americas in countries like Russia, Philippines, and like I said, Puerto Rico. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So what is he? Is he Russian? Is he Filipino?
He's international.
Filipino.
He's Mr. Worldwide.
It seems like it. This fool is on tour. So so what do you think the chupacabra?
What is it?
Like, what do you... So, I know you mentioned earlier what you thought he looked like. So, can you repeat? What do you think he looks like?
So, growing up...
I'll give you the description of what most cases.
Okay. I think of like... Oh. I think she wants to say something.
Speak.
Some cat ASMR. When I think of the chupacabra, I think of like, do you remember Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the books? Do you remember the thing that was like,
oh yeah,
the Mexican dog?
Yeah. I always liked that. It was so cute. It was like, it looked weird, it looked like a lizard.
That's what I think of when I think of the chupacabra. I kind of think of like a cute thing, kind of like the movie that we saw, Chupi or Chupa, like that. That's kind of what I think of.
That's kind of what you think of?
Yeah. Do you have a picture? Are you about to ruin what I think the chupacabra
Oh yeah, I can show you a picture of what people say the chupacabra looks like. I'm gonna describe it first.
Fictions.
I'm gonna describe it to you first, and then I'll let you know what it looks like, or I'll show you. So what he's said to look like from encounters is he's supposed to resemble a large reptilian kangaroo with huge red eyes because he likes to stand on his hind legs.
Oh.
Yeah. So I always imagine like a little furry creature too, like a little cute vampire kind of thing. But this is what it's supposed to look like.
Okay. Oh, I mean, yeah, it kind of looks like a dog. Well, that one right there looks like Creature.
This one,
like Creature from the Sea.
Oh yeah.
Like that. That one kind of looks like a dog. They all kind of look like coyote-like.
Mm-hmm.
Coyote.
Yeah, like a hairless dog, like the
like
cholos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also there are other accounts where it looks like a dark shadow, like a drape, almost like what's on our table right now.
Yeah.
And with like no actual like silhouette. It's just like literally like a shadow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of all I have about the chupacabra. From what I looked into, there's not really like a lot of information, just like encounters that a sheep got killed and they sucked its blood, and that some accounts said that there's 3 fangs, kind of like a try, and then some were just like 2.
So la chupacabra, have there ever been cases of humans being attacked, or is it just animals?
It looks like it's, from what I read online, it's just animals.
Oh, so he's cool.
Mm-hmm. I think he's just maybe, just
misunderstood.
Yeah, exactly. Poor little fella. But so I have a question for you.
Okay.
Would you have a chupacabra as a pet?
Well, if it was like the way I depict a chupacabra, like very cutesy, very like furry and like a little animal, then yeah, I mean, I have a little animal right here. This is my chupacabra. She bites me every now and then. Yeah.
Cat scratch fever.
I mean, why not? I don't have a goat.
Yeah, I think I'd have one as a pet.
Yeah.
You know me. I want to be blessed with a little exotic animal as a pet. So if a chupacabra were to like come to our patio tonight and just, I'd take him in. But I would put our chupacabra in a separate room.
What would you feed it though?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't feed it. I'd just open the door and let him go, and then he'll do his thing,
Okay.
And then he'll come back. Yeah. So I won't feel guilty me bringing stuff for him to eat. He'll just still hunt on his own,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, that was all. That's all I have for you today.
Wow. Okay, so I learned about the Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, is Winnie the Pooh part of the Wendigo?
No, I think he's a little bear.
Oh. La Chupacabra, Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Call me. Just kidding. And what the fuck was the first one? The Mothman.
The Mothman. Yeah, we should watch that movie.
Yeah, we should.
It's a good movie. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope you had a good time learning about all these cryptids. I know I did. Well, I hope you guys like this episode. Make sure to check out my band, Crematory Stench. We're going to be on tour soon in November. Unfortunately, it's going to be in Europe. So, fortunately for Europe, we're going to be in Europe. But other than that, I don't really have anything going on. What about you? Anything you want to plug?
Nah, not really. No. Just follow Cozy with Josey. Stay tuned for more.
And we're out.